Okay, welcome to Mastering Astral Projection. This is day 83. So again, the technique is driving. Not so thrilled about driving. I can do it for about 30 seconds and I get completely bored. So I encourage you to keep trying it if you feel called to do that. And if you don't, I was using the wheel today. I like that technique. I did the helicopter blade again to do my energy body loosening, which I explained to you yesterday, which is just that rotating. I'm laying down. I haven't tried it sitting up yet, so I don't know how that works sitting up. Gosh, I did this early this morning, and now I'm having a hard time remembering what it was. I came up with something else that was working really well. Oh, yeah. So I think I had talked before about the Newport's method of magnetism. So I had some pretty interesting experiences with this today. I still didn't have an out-of-body experience, but such is life. But what I did was, I imagined that there was a large metallic magnetic ball, one for each of my hands, one for each of my feet, one for my hips, one for my head, and then I ended up having to put one in my solar plexus as well. I imagined them not quite up to my ceiling, but close, and I imagined them pulling on my projected body double. And I got to a place, so I don't remember how long I worked for this morning. I had to cut it kind of short because I had somewhere to go, so I think it was about an hour. Anyway, I definitely was split into two people, or should I say, I was split between my mind and my body. And I was imagining that the magnets were pulling my projected body double out of my body, and after a while my arms started lifting off the table, and they, from the elbows up, were completely off the table for probably a good 10 minutes, just suspended in the air. And I started to let my head go as well. I found that it was causing a little bit of tension on my neck. But it was interesting that my arms were just hovering off of my table. So it was like I had put myself into a really deep state of hypnosis. Now, I was also doing a lot of affirmations, like telling myself that this was meant to be. I was happy doing it. I felt really good. Today was the day. I was very excited to finally be leaving my body. I was telling myself these sort of things. So I I'm having a lot of experiences. One of the things that I'm really noticing that is happening is my energy body is waking up. If you've been watching these for over the weeks, you've known that I've really felt nothing going on in my body, and it's been a complaint of mine for years. I've been in the spiritual circles for a long time, and all these people are like, "Oh yeah, I feel this," and wow, and I'm always like, "Yeah, you people are crazy." Yet I know it's possible because I've had some experiences that are just undeniable, inexplicable. Anyway, one of the things I'm going to recommend to you, which is something that I just learned recently, is to drop your belly down into the planet. So what I was doing was not focusing on the 7 chakras. I've felt activation in the heart center. I've always felt a lot of stuff going on up here. Solar plexus, root chakra, crown chakra, So I've been focusing on 3 centers. This center, the heart center, and the belly, right, around the navel. So I learned this technique of dropping your belly down into the earth. And man, once I did that, I was able to get my heart and my third eye activated really fast. So you just imagine that the energy of your body is dropping down into Mother Earth, and you're connecting to her belly. You don't have to analyze it, just do it. Just imagine that your belly is dropping down deep, deep, deep down into the earth. and just see what happens. If you can get to that, you'll start to feel a pulsing in your belly. So then once you get to that place, you can move your attention up to the heart center and just start thinking about things that you love, or have loved. People, animals, plants, earth in general, the sky, clouds, whatever activates your heart center. And just think about those things and let your adoration for those things well up in your heart center so that you get that heart center active. Then move your attention up to the third eye and just focus your attention up there. Focus on your senses, not the ones that you see, hear, feel, touch, taste, but rather turning those senses inward, as if you were listening to an inner voice, as if you were splitting your eyes apart enough to take in a whole panorama instead of focusing on one particular point. Okay? Imagine that you're feeling something going on inside of your body. This is a way of awakening your subtle senses, and once you can get there, you can activate the third eye center really quickly. You might also focus your eyes up here if you wanted to do that, but I don't think it's really necessary, to be honest with you. So get that going for your energy centers, and then I'm gonna try it out. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm uploading right now to the server the hypnosis that goes along with this week's chapter. And what I did was they have a hypnosis script. So what I did was I recorded the hypnosis script, me reading it, and then I applied some of my neural ambience music to the background. And I'll put the URL down below in the description, and you can download it directly from my server. They say to use this at least 5 days a week, and they said it's going to take about 3 weeks before it starts really being active. So don't expect results right away. It doesn't mean it won't happen, but if they don't be discouraged. This is all about activating. You're always going out of your body. We're just not conscious of it. So this hypnosis script is meant to recover the memories of what happens when you went out of your body. That's its sole purpose. So download it, try it out, let me know how it goes, and that's it. See ya.